Welcome to my channel. Try to hear the latest story.
She turned down my proposal, then immediately posted a photo of the ring on Instagram claiming she knows her worth. The post blew up overnight. I left one comment, "Neither do you. The ring is fake." Then I uploaded the $6.49 Amazon receipt. The internet flipped on her so hard she nuked her entire account in under 48 hours. I'm a simple man. I love my work as a diesel mechanic. I love wetting a line on Saturday mornings. And I've always believed the only currency that actually matters is character. For 2 years, I dated a woman named Jessica who I thought shared those values. Turns out the only value she truly believed in was how many zeros came after the $sign, and I was apparently coming up short. We had what I thought was a solid life. The apartment was in my name, rent came out of my account every month, and we talked about forever the way normal couples do. Except our versions of forever were on 2 different planets. Mine looked like teamwork, maybe a little house with a garage I could tinker in. Hers looked like ring lights, designer purses, and a fiancé whose main job was photographer plus walking credit card. The obsession had been growing for months. Every conversation circled back to her friends' engagements, but never to the love stories, only to the hardware. "Have you seen the rock Tyler got Lauren? That thing has to be 3 carats at least. Never, they seem so happy. Always the carat weight. I saw the hints coming from a mile away. Tabs left open on my laptop to Tiffany, Cartier, and every overpriced jeweler in town. Tags in Instagram posts that weren't even subtle. I loved her, or at least I loved who I thought she was, so I started planning. But the ring obsession was screaming red flag, and I needed to know the truth. So I ran a test. I bought 2 rings. Ring number 1 was the real deal. Weeks of research, visits to a small family jeweler I trust, and a flawless 2-carat round diamond set in platinum. Classic, timeless, and a serious chunk of my savings. That ring was meant for the woman I wanted to spend my life with. It stayed locked in my gun safe. Ring number 2 was the experiment. $6 and change on Amazon. Sterling silver band, massive cubic zirconia that looked decent in photos, but screamed costume jewelry in real life. Gaudy, over the top, perfect. My logic was straightforward. If she loved me, the stone wouldn't matter. She'd cry, say yes, and we'd laugh about it later when I swapped in the real one. If she was in it for the flex, I'd know instantly, and I'd save myself years of regret. Proposal night was last Saturday. I took her back to the lakeside botanical garden where we had our 3rd date. Sunset, string lights, the whole thing. I got down on one knee, poured my heart out about building a life together. She was glowing, phone already angled to capture the moment for her grid. I opened the velvet box. Her smile froze, then collapsed into pure revulsion, like I just handed her a dead fish. "What is that?" she asked, voice dripping with ice. "It's your engagement ring," I said, still on my knee. "Jessica, will you marry me?" She barked out a short, vicious laugh loud enough for the couple 20 feet away to turn and stare. "With that? Are you serious right now?" She stood up, towering over me. "I can't believe you'd humiliate me like this." I rose slowly, strangely calm. "Humiliate you? Yes. My friends get Tiffany. My friends get real diamonds. You bring me this cheap piece of garbage? How am I supposed to post this? Everyone would roast me. So you're saying no because of the ring?" "I'm saying no because I know my worth," she declared, chin high. "And this ain't it." She spun on her heel and stormed off through the garden. I looked at the fake ring sparkling in the box. $6.49 plus tax. Best money I ever spent. Update 1: I went home, packed an overnight bag, and crashed at my buddy's place. I knew the apartment was about to become ground zero, and I wasn't sticking around for the blast radius as predicted. My phone lit up. Angry essays, demands to come fix this, threats, tears, the full cycle. I left everything on read. Next morning, Jessica did exactly what I knew she would. Somewhere in her dramatic exit, she'd grabbed the ring box. Either I dropped it or she pickpocketed me in the chaos. Didn't matter. She staged a perfect flat lay photo. Manicured hand pinching the cubic zirconia like it offended her personally, golden hour lighting making the fake stone throw rainbows. Caption of the century: some proposals just aren't meant to be. Last night I was asked the question, but I chose to honor myself and my standards. Ladies, never settle for less than you deserve. Know your worth. This ain't it. Thank you. Next. Hashtags. Hashtag self-love, hashtag high standards, hashtag queen energy. It detonated. Thousands of likes in hours. Shares across every empowerment account on the platform. Comments calling her a legend, calling me trash, calling her a role model for women everywhere. That I watched from my buddy's couch, sipping coffee, feeling eerily serene. Every heart react, every "you go girl" was another foot of rope she was happily tying into a noose. My buddies were losing their minds. Bro, you have to clap back. I told them to relax. Let her cook. The higher the climb, the longer the drop. For 2 straight days I let her bask. Minor gossip sites picked it up. She was replying to comments like a politician on the campaign trail, adding little details about how I'd been controlling, and this was the final straw. She was writing fan fiction and the internet was eating it raw. Day 3. When the post hit peak velocity, I made my move. I opened her viral post, scrolled past the thousands of cheering comments, and dropped 6 words from my real, verified account. Neither are you. The ring is fake. Then I turned my phone off and went fishing. Update 2: when I powered the phone back on 4 hours later, it sounded like a slot machine. Notifications wouldn't stop. My comment had split the internet in half. Half called me a bitter liar. The other half zoomed in on her photo and started noticing things. The prongs looked plastic, the diamond had that Telltales CZ fire, the setting screamed mall kiosk. Jessica was in full damage control, replying to anyone asking questions with, "He's just embarrassed I rejected him. Ignore him," and frantically deleting skeptical comments. Too late. The spell was broken. Time for the kill shot. I opened my own Instagram, dusty profile, maybe 12 posts total, mostly fish and my dog, and uploaded a 3-slide carousel. Slide 1. Screenshot of the Amazon order. Item description circled in red. Price: $6.49. Date clearly visible. Slide 2. A calm video of me at my kitchen table. Hey everyone, Kevin here. You've probably seen my ex's post by now. Just wanted to set the record straight. I placed the real 2-carat diamond on the table. Camera zoomed in slow. The fire and brilliance were undeniable. I believe a proposal is about the person, not the price tag. So I ran a little test. The ring she posted? $6 prop. This one on the table was the real ring, the one meant for the woman I thought she was. She failed the test in record time. Slide 3. Photo of the receipt from the family jeweler. Price redacted. Everything else visible. Caption: the truth will always outshine any diamond. I wish Jessica luck finding someone who meets her standards. This ring is going back to the jeweler. My search for a woman with actual worth continues. I hit post and put the phone face down. Within an hour, my post had more traction than hers ever did. It rocketed across every platform. Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, the works. Headlines flipped overnight. Influencers know your worth post backfires spectacularly when fiancé proves ring was $6 test. Woman rejects man for cheap ring. Turns out she rejected cubic zirconia and her dignity. The comments section under her original post became a war zone of people reposting my receipt. Cubic Qley started trending. Memes poured in by the thousands. She tried one last tearful stories video claiming I was abusive and manipulative. It was ratioed into oblivion. Final update 4 months after what my buddies now call the Great Zirconia War. My life is peaceful and good. Jessica's is not. The 24 to 48 hours after my post were brutal for her. Every new post she attempted was drowned in $6 comments. Her follower count went from hero swell to mass exodus, thousands unfollowing per hour. She finally rage deleted her entire Instagram. Every photo, every story, every trace of the online empire she valued more than anything. Gone. Real world fallout was just as bad. I had my lawyer serve her a 30-day notice to vacate. Her parents drove in to help her move out. Word is they were mortified at the person their daughter turned out to be. Most of her influencer friends ghosted her overnight. Guilt by association is deadly when your whole brand is aspiration. She's living back home now, working a regular job, and from what I hear, still getting tagged in $6 ring memes daily. To me, I returned the real diamond. No hard feelings from the jeweler. Money went straight into my retirement account. My own post struck a nerve with a lot of people. I still get messages every week from guys and girls thanking me for reminding the world that love isn't a transaction. I've been on a handful of dates with women who actually reached out because they liked what I stood for. Nothing serious yet, but I'm in no rush. I ran a $6.49 test because I was terrified of waking up 10 years from now married to someone who never loved me, only my wallet. The test hurt like hell for about 5 minutes. Then it saved the rest of my life. Jessica kept screaming she knew her worth. Turns out she only knew her price, and it came in under $7. My revenge wasn't destroying her online. It was proving, once and for all, that real worth can't be measured in carats or likes. Sometimes all it takes is $6, a backbone, and the willingness to let the truth burn the fake world down.